One. There we go. I hope that the stream updated for that. There we go. So on stream, this is supposed to be a live review, is the review that I put up on Steam. I'll probably end up putting it somewhere. But my god, was this like the Sonic 06 of the Deus Ex series? I just I don't understand how 2011 2006 was a shitty year to be making a video game if you're fucking making your games worse than the previous games. Like, it's supposed to be it's supposed to be fucking better, and somehow you fuck it up even more. I didn't know buying this game as the director's cut. I figured director's cut, published by Square Enix, would be protected and be fucking decent and work. The One Quest Motherly Ties soft locks the game. There's a couple bugs where I fell out of bounds just scurrying around, and had to restart the whole game and it crashed. Grenade launcher crashes the game. Don't know why. I used it a few times. It crashed every time, and I just stopped fucking using it after that. In Invisible War, the previous game, the main complaint was that the ammo in the game was shared. So ammo for one gun is ammo for another gun. And well, it wasn't that bad of an idea when it came to a big issue where it's like, oh, you're using all your ammo energy on a fucking rocket. Oh, now you got to switch to a standard pistol or something to, be useful. Oh, now you're out of ammo. This game, it's like, oh, okay, here's like your first few guns. You get your pistol and shit. Now you have your pistol. Now you can start shooting people down. You learn about how a headshot can insta kill. And then they hand you machine guns, and the machine guns are fucking useless. So then you upgrade your pistol, or the tranquilizer darts, or whatever kind of approach you want to take. And as you're playing the game, you're thinking, oh, when am I going to get a melee weapon? When am I going to get a melee weapon? There's no melee weapon. There's no melee in general. There's just, you press Q and you go in and you get into this animation and you hit one person. Oh, but if you upgrade your augment, you can hit two people. Wow! And you can only do that twice every 30 seconds because you have to wait for your energy to recharge. It's a very poor system. If you're getting mobbed by like more than 3 people, you're fucked. You are fucking dead. If you have to deal with more than 2 people and you have to do takedowns, you're done. That's it. Unplug your fucking controller, unplug your keyboard, unplug your dick. Just stop playing the game. It is a very, very poor combat-oriented game. Now, later on, I main spec'd in upgrading my 10mm pistol. I like the 10mm because it was, just one pop, 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 pop headshots. And because it has no recoil as a gun and it's not really hard to aim it, it's staying pretty standard and still, and it's decent for popping quick headshots. So putting a silencer on it, upgrading that, I figured it was a good course of action. Later on in the game, literally within, I would say, 30% of the way through, you never see 10mm pistol ammo again. Never again. You could buy 200 ammo and it'll be gone because you'll have ended up killing about, I don't know, say 2,000 fucking enemies before the end of the game. So to not see that ammo and forcing you to change guns along the way, it did not appeal the right way I thought it should have. Going into, quote, New Game Plus doesn't really make it any better. The New Game Plus to this, I mean, you reboot the game after beating the game, and you get put back in the cutscene where you're forced to walk in animation and go through the introduction scene before you're augmented. And I figure if I'm hitting New Game Plus and I've unlocked that, why the fuck am I starting at the part where I'm not even augmented? I'm already augmented. I've done it. This is a new game. I should be going in my second round with all my shit, right? I don't even know because I don't even care to want to even play the game again. One of the quests, as I don't know if I mentioned earlier, motherly ties bugged the fuck out on me, and I couldn't turn it in. So I ended up doing what one person suggested to get the marker off my map, and she says, "Oh, well, just kill the lady. Don't turn it in. Just kill her." And I'm like, "All right, fuck it, yoink." I just beat the shit out of her real quick, and I left. I'm like, "Oh well, I guess I won't find out what the reward was for that, but whatever." There's a few quests that I skipped along the way that I either couldn't find or I just didn't give a shit to turn in. I apologize. I've been streaming this game for almost 30 hours. And my initial thoughts and everything that you see up on stream is the review that I put on fucking Steam. That's how much I despised the game. And I said it was like the Sonic 06 because the loading screen, when you die, even if you quick save, quick reload, which is, in the Fallout 3 universe, which that game was, made in 2009, 2010. So this is the same exact time period. So there's no fucking reason Square Enix could have, one up Bethesda or, Eidos Studios. When you quick save, quick reload, it's faster than opening up the menu and going through and loading it through that. It's supposed to be. The load screens in this game take 14, 15 seconds. Now here's the worst part. Later on, there's a couple segments where you have to get biometric scanned, your whole body up and down. And you go through this area, this biometric scan bay, in multiple different doors, more than once. You're going through it and then coming out and going back through it. You get scanned, it takes 40 fucking seconds. You're sitting there for 40 seconds, unable to do anything. And then you're able to go through. And you think to yourself, oh, well, I've gone through already. Alright, I gotta get the item over here, get this. I'm gonna come back. Guess what? You gotta get fucking scanned again. I'm gonna waste another 40 seconds. And possibly a quick save, quick reload, because if you die over here, oh, guess what? Now you gotta get scanned again. Oh, fuck, now I gotta fucking save. Make sure you save right here. Very, again, too many loading screens. The loading screens are comparable to Sonic 06. I've never experienced these ridiculously long loading screens. Like, I feel like even Postal fucking 2 had shorter loading screens. Like, it is very poor in the game design department. The character jumps like he has. He jumps like he's a fucking Jeff Dunham puppet. He's a fucking puppet. Like, he's got some kind of stick up his ass. Before you get the fucking jump upgrade, he's just like, It doesn't even feel human. It doesn't feel like a revolution. It feels like a joke. He doesn't even feel augmented. You're so squishy the whole game, too. Even in normal story version of the game, it didn't feel that different from hard. I tried the just gimme Deus Ex mode. It didn't feel any different than the just gimme the story mode, which honestly, that's disappointing. I could have played either mode and I probably would not have felt a singular difference. The only difference that I noticed when I put it on Gimme Deus Ex was the AI was more sensitive to my presence. That's it. Like, increased sensitivity. Other than that, their combat was the same, their damage was the same. I didn't see a difference, but again, this game didn't need the difficulty scale that they put it on because the game fucking blows. Most of the combat, there is none because there's no free melee. You cannot just run up to an enemy and beat the shit out of it and walk away. No, you have to sit and camp and firefight. You can run and gun, but you're relying on one or two punches for an emergency to quick get away, space yourself, but that's kiddie shit because much later on near the end of the game, you're getting fucking berated by enemies running at you. and you're going to be throwing fucking grenades and literally camping and hoping that you get your energy back to take 1 or 2 out at a time, and it's not viable. Ammo is scarce. More fucking scarce compared to the last game. Last game, at least when you had your ammo, you could do something. Even if it wasn't so much, at least you could change to a different weapon and utilize that. The game didn't do that. It had way too many of these stupid little off items that didn't need to be off items. Like, for example, these worm chips. To be able to send the worms upload via virus. That could have been its own inventory. It didn't need to be a fucking inventory item. Same thing with beer, wine, spirits. These consumable items that took up one spot. Um, I don't know if there was any other mass secrets that I came across while playing. I just feel like the game really lacked any kind of actual fucking combat. The first boss fight with Barrett, I get into it. He's just, I didn't feel anything to it. He's just walking around. You run up and try to punch him because, like any other enemy, they all die to a punch instantly. You're stuck, locked in cutscene, almost like it's bats out of Fallout, and you're always gonna get a kill 100% of the time. But with the boss fights, if you try to run up and punch him, you get clean. You get your clock kicked the fuck in, basically. You get your ass kicked, and then you get up and run away.